Gretchen, and in today's video, I'm gonna be doing a little get ready with me. I haven't done a get ready with me in a little bit, and this is the first of 2023. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for us to just sit down, chat with each other. Maybe if you want to do your makeup at the same time as me in this get ready with me, I do use products that I have never used before or am not really comfortable with, such as cream blush and cream contour. I've used some cream contours before, but this is a different one, so I thought I'd try it. So if you'd like to chat with me about some goals for 2023, find out how the rest of your 2022 went, how your 2023 is going so far, and then talk a little bit about some makeup, then keep watching. All right, hello. Welcome to the first Get Ready With Me of 2023. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I last did a Get Ready With Me. I don't even remember when it was at this point. I swear the last part of 2022 is all a blur at this point, especially with being sick since like the first week of October, and then the wedding, getting COVID, the holidays. It's just all a blur for me at this point. But anyway, how's everyone doing? I thought we'd try and do a get ready with me toward the start of the year, just so I can catch up with everyone. See how 2022 went and how 2023 is going so far. Also, as you can tell, I have a new background. I'm still working with it because like you can see where like the softbox is reflecting the frames and like the ring light is reflecting. So I gotta work on lighting a little bit. I can see it to the side of my little viewfinder on my camera. I need to figure out how to fix that, but I think it looks pretty good other than like the weird reflections happening. I like the simplicity of it. I even cleaned up my desk a little bit. Let me know your thoughts. I made a whole TikTok about it and then I uploaded it as a short, so if you're curious to see me change it from the previous one to now. By the way, I'm gonna try to remember to say all the products that I'm using, but I'm using my absolute favorite primer, which is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Same with the eyeshadow primer. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip eyeshadow primer. And then, as always, my favorite little tip that I learned from Reddit is to put eyeshadow primer on your nose so that it won't cake and it won't look so flaky if you have dry skin. But yeah, how is everyone's 2023 going so far? I know we're only a few days into it, so like this is going up on the 10th. We're not that far into 2023 yet. I want to check in with y'all. I want to know how things are going. Today's eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using Tartelette Juicy. It's a nice pink, which is going to work out because I'm going to be using a product later that I've only used once. I'm excited to use. So 2023, hard to believe it's already that time for a new year, but I'm excited. I always like the whole idea, concept of a new year. Not necessarily like new year, new me type of deal, but I do like the start of something new, like a new year. I don't know, it's a chance to restart or reset or something like that. And I've always liked that concept when it comes to the new year. Not necessarily the whole new year, new me thing though. Also, I apologize in advance. The cats believe it's dinner time at the time of me filming this, even though they are 30 minutes early from their dinner time. So if you hear any cats meowing in the background, that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that it's dinner time, but it definitely is not yet. But also along with a whole, you know, new year and everything like that are goals for the year. I have some goals. I have personal goals and then I have like content creation goals. So for me, content creation wise, I have a stretch goal of 50,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you should totally do it because it is free, costs you nothing. I have a TikTok goal, which I think I've been doing a pretty good job with so far, which is to regularly upload. It doesn't necessarily need to be like upload every single day, 3 times a day type of thing, because TikTok will tell you that's what you need to do. But my thing is more so just keeping regular with it. You know, if I can post 1 video a day on there, I will be thrilled with that. And I've been doing a pretty good job so far. My thing is I'm a little worried that I'm going to go so hard for it and then all of a sudden crash with it, if that makes sense. So I am attempting to pace myself a little bit. My content over there is way different than it is here. Just like my content on Twitch is way different than it is on anything else. If you want a little bit of everything, you're in the right place. By the way, for glitter primer, I'm using NYX's. Honestly, the best one. Can't recommend it enough. Stretch goal for YouTube, 50,000 subscribers. TikTok goal, just post regularly, get 5,000 followers. That'd be pretty cool. Instagram, I just need to get better about posting regularly. Again, I was doing really good on there, but then the problem is I'd overthink my captions, which is kind of silly if you think about it. Every time I'd go to post a picture, I'd be like, oh, that caption's not good enough, it's not inspiring enough. And there are some days where I'd just be like, just put an emoji. But for some reason my brain was like, don't do that. I just need to get back to posting regularly on Instagram again. But also Instagram doesn't seem to want to post or like push photos these days. It's like, let's get the reels or whatever it's called. So I'd like to get regular with that again. Like to hit 7,500 followers on there. So if you're not following me on there, totally should. Twitch, the big one this year is Twitch partner. I would love to hit that. Like to hit 5,000 followers on there. Again, if you're interested in just chatting and vibing with me in a video game format, check me out on Twitch. I've got all the platforms. And then basically my overall content goal is to just be consistent again. Because, you know, with YouTube, I've been pretty consistent with things up until the last half of last year. And honestly, that was all because of the wedding just taking up so much of my time and energy that I just couldn't really think of anything else but that. Now, I don't have to think about it. I can get back to being consistent, which is great. So to those that stuck with me during the inconsistent moments, I appreciate you so much. 2023 is also going to be the year that I make more content that I enjoy. Now, I've said this before. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy the piercing content that I make, but for the longest time, it's all I made. And I enjoy other things, like Get Ready With Me's, like vlogs, other things like that. So 2023 is the year that I make more content that makes me happy. Again, not saying the piercing content didn't make me happy. I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong. When I get my nostril re-pierced this year, don't worry, I'll be making a whole plethora of content about that, but I don't want it to be the only thing that I make, you know? By the way, I realized I have not told y'all what eyeliner or mascara I've been using, so give me 1 second. The eyeliner that I use pretty much all the time, liquid liner, is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and then the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, it's shade 0. I use them together. And then mascara, the primer is Subversion from Urban Decay, and then the actual mascara is Milk Makeup's Cush Mascara. And I always put mascara on before I put my false lashes on, which my false lashes are from Black Moon Cosmetics in the style Cancer. But yeah, so those are my content goals for this year. Basically, the too long didn't read version is that I want to back to being consistent with my content and make content that I enjoy and not content that I feel like I should be making, if that makes sense. Eyelash glue, swear by this stuff. This is my holy grail. It's from Eyelure. So those are my content goals. And then I have personal goals of like going to the gym regularly, actually having a fitness routine, even if it just means walking every day, just something, get my body moving, fall back in love with makeup again. Pandemic really kind of made me lose my love for makeup just because I wasn't wearing it so often. And so I want to spark that love for makeup again. Like I think back to prior to pandemic, I was going to Ulta and Sephora all the time. Now, my bank account was very happy when I stopped going, but I do miss the joy of discovering makeup, like different products and stuff like that. So I want to rekindle my love for makeup. I also, for those that don't know, I do concert photography a bit. Pandemic kind of put a damper on that. Obviously, no concerts happening. Concerts have begun again, and I did photograph a few shows last year. Not many, just because not many came near me that I was like interested in. Does anyone else, when they put on lashes, like their eyes go crossed and you can't see anything? You just kind of focus on putting the lashes on. I swear that always happens to me. It's like I can see fine, and then all of a sudden I go to put the lash on and it's just like, okay, can't see anything now. So one of my personal goals is to photograph more concerts, maybe a festival. That'd be fun. But that's something that I get personal enjoyment out of. I would like to get. Okay, what else for personal goals? By the way, for foundation today, I'm using Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Snow, which at times is still too dark for me. Funny, Snow is too dark for me. Yeah, let me know what y'all's goals are for 2023. Well, I also have a goal of falling back in love with reading. For those that don't know, I have master's degree in library science, and I pretty much have not read a book in the past year and a half. Pretty sad when you think about the fact that I have a degree all about reading. But for Christmas, I did get Kindle. I asked for a Kindle. I didn't want to like buy more physical books because I have so many physical books that I've never touched. I didn't want to add more to the collection, so I was like, I want a Kindle, and then that way I can just have some digital books. Much easier to carry around with me, take anywhere I go, easy to deal with like when I want to read at night in bed. That's been good so far. I do have a goal of reading 12 books this year. I know that may not seem like a big goal at all, but for me, it is, because again, I haven't read a book in probably a year and a half. But keep in mind, I used to have a pretty successful book blog. I don't know exactly what killed my love for reading. I don't know if it was getting away from the school setting that I was in. I used to be a librarian. I was a high school librarian for 2 years and then middle school librarian for 1. So I don't know if maybe getting out of that element kind of killed my love for it, but one of my goals this year is to get back into reading. So basically I'm just rediscovering a lot of old favorites, if you will. And for concealer today, I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Beige for like highlighted points, and then Born This Way from Too Faced in Snow for like blemishes. So basically 2023 is the year of rediscovering me and my loves and things that I used to be passionate about. I miss those things that I used to be really passionate about. So I'd like to rediscover them. Even if in the process of me rediscovering them, I realize, oh wait, I don't actually like this, if that makes sense. I have a goal right now of just 12 books a year. That's 1 book a month. I feel like I can accomplish that. So right now I'm starting the year off with Verity by Colleen Hoover? Is that who it is? Verity by Colleen Hoover. I know that author is like very hit or miss. People either really like her or they don't. I'm enjoying the book so far. I only read like a chapter a night, so I think I'm roughly halfway through it. So I'm doing pretty good, I feel like. All right, got the concealer on. Whew, looking good, y'all, looking good. I'm gonna spray this, and then I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different today. After I put concealer and foundation on, I always just spray it with some setting spray at first. So I'm gonna try something different in the sense that I'm gonna be using a cream contour and a cream blush. These are products that I've been wanting to try for a while, and TikTok convinced me that I needed them. So I will be using both from Rare Beauty, which I didn't own anything from Rare Beauty until now, but I do have the Rare Beauty, what is this, bronzer stick in Happy Soul, which is not the lightest shade, but it was the only shade they had when I went in for it. And then there's also the blush, which is in the shade Happy, which is very pink, but I've worn it briefly, and honestly, I like how it looks. So I'm still new to the whole like cream, like liquid contour blush deal. I have done powder up until this point, so if anything looks off, I'm trying my best. Start with the nose. I always work in small batches. I don't know why I just scrunched my nose up like that. I work in small sections when it comes to stuff like this, just because I don't want it to like dry and then look like this big brown streak. Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of what contour is, but I just don't want it to like dry too much and then it's just like, ooh, that's really harsh. I can never tell if anything is noticeable or not. I don't know if I've done too little or too much. So y'all let me know your thoughts. Don't be mean about it, but just let me know your thoughts. Now that we've gone over goals for the year, how was everyone's holiday? Or just, how was everyone's like end of 2022? Because again, I feel like I haven't really chatted with y'all in a while. I should look back when my last Get Ready With Me was, because I don't really know when it was. I can't even remember if it was before or after the wedding at this point. Yeah, how was everyone's the rest of your 2022? Did it go well? You have a good holiday if you celebrated? I'm trying my best, y'all. I don't know if you can notice this or not. Also, finding like working with the sponge is kind of difficult. Hopefully everyone has been staying healthy and well and not sick. I swear I have been sick since the first week of October. Just makes things really difficult to like just do anything. It's like I start to feel better. Also, yes, I make a bunch of faces when I do my makeup. It's like I start to feel better, but then it like creeps back up almost. I'll tell you one thing, my nose has been dry and itchy since I first had whooping cough. This is cute, right? This is a good look up there. Honestly, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing it around the whole forehead. I feel like I should. I got a big forehead, y'all. I feel like I should do it around the whole thing. Does that look great? Does it look okay? In the camera, it looks way harsher than it does in person. I don't know why the camera does that. I will say this blends pretty well, but I am, you know, I'm still scared of doing too much. I think for the most part that looks okay. But I'm gonna move on to the one product that I'm like so excited for, and again, it's from Rare Beauty. It's this blush, and I have learned in the one use of it that a little goes a long way. You just do one on your cheek. That's really all you need. And then you just start patting it in. And it does kind of give you the, what is it, the cold girl look, the cold weather effect. You just kind of look like you have these rosy cheeks. I might do a little extra. I don't really have a brush to like blend this out with, but I love how it looks. Just a little goes a long way. Well, that may have been too much. I may have just gotten a little happy with the with the placement, but I do like the whole, like, what is it, the cold makeup look, where it makes it look like you just went outside and chilly weather, and it's like makes your face look rosy. Is that too much? Is it a little too heavy? Again, y'all be prepared. This is the year where I'm trying out new makeup, falling in love with things again. All right, so now is the time where I will, since all of this is liquid or cream or what have you, spray it a little bit, and then I need to set it. Gets everywhere, y'all. Like, it does its job, but it gets everywhere. Also, the good thing about setting powder is if you do think that you put too much, it can help like calm it down. Now, while that is cooking, we're going to do my eyebrows. Talked about this before. My eyebrows are tattooed on. I've been getting them microbladed every like year and a half for God knows how long. I'd say, I think I started in 2017 getting them done. I think it was the same year that I had my weight loss surgery, and I've been getting them done like every 18 months or so, and I haven't gotten them done now. When was the last time I got them done? Last time I got them done was September of 2021, so it's been almost a year and a half, so time for me to book an appointment. Basically, if you're curious about getting them done yourself, you do need to do like upkeep with them every year and a half to 2 years. I like to go every year and a half just so they're not super faded. But even though my eyebrows are tattooed on and everything like that, and like you can notice them, I still add a little bit of like pencil to it. Just adds a little bit more definition to it. But again, that's why getting them redone every year and a half or so makes it a little bit better, because they don't look so faded. Yeah, it was September 2021, I think. I don't even remember now. I don't remember time. Now it's the time for me to wipe away any of this set-in powder that I had put on. I guess I'm wiping it away with the same brush that I applied it with, mostly because I forgot the other brush in the other room. Whoopsie. But now I'm going to put some highlighter on, which I do have powder highlighter today, and it is one of my favorites. It is from Black Moon Cosmetics. It's their Moonlighter in the shade Squid. Just a gorgeous like white shimmer. And then I do a lot of extra. I go in with like a powder foundation, which I freaking broke earlier. It fell off my table and it broke a little bit, so I'm very sad about that. But I like to go into areas like that crease and just pack it in a little bit, just so it won't crease as much or be as noticeable, especially under the eyes. Just little areas that I may notice more creasing, especially around the mouth. And then to kind of finish things up on the lower lash line, I go back in with my eyeliner pencil, kind of do halfway mark, just to add a little bit more definition underneath the eyes. I then take CoverGirl's Clump Crusher for the lower lash line because I love the curve on the wand. And then to kind of help my real lashes and the fake lashes look a little bit more cohesive, I just take the Milk Makeup mascara again, push them together, and then finish things off. We have the lips, which from Black Moon Cosmetics in the shade Libra. My rising sign, fun fact, is Libra. My sun is Aries and my moon is Leo, but my rising is Libra. There we have it. There is the look. We'll spray again. Gotta fan it out a little bit. All right. There is the look. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Fix the hair, which has kind of started to get a little bit of a wave to it. Got a little warm earlier because I needed to repot a plant of mine. And so when my hair starts to get a little warm, it ends up starting to wave out. I am noticing, it just looks it in the camera. It doesn't look it like in person, but on camera up here looks a little harsh. I don't know, still learning how to work with cream products, especially bronzer. I'm a little less nervous about the blush, but I don't want the bronzer to look hella dark on me. And maybe it's just my eyes. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to seeing it. But yes, here's final look. What is my hair doing? My hair's like, no, we're done. But yes, there's the final look using new products and products that I'm not used to. Do we think that I did a good job for like my first-ish time? Again, I'm more used to using, for me, powdered bronzers, powdered blushes. Like, these are my go-to for bronzer and blush, and less used to using cream products. So let me know how I did for like my first time or so. Also spraying hand sanitizer that TikTok told me I needed to buy. Easily influenced over here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on how I did. And that's it for this get ready with me. Let me know what you think about this look. Again, like in the camera, when I look off to the side, it looks a little bit harsh, but then in person, it's very subtle. So I'm not sure why the camera is making it seem a little bit harsher than it actually is. Well, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I did okay with this. If you have any tips on how to use cream, liquid contours better, blushes, things like that. Blush, again, like I said, I'm not as nervous to use, but the cream contour I definitely am, because I just don't want it to look muddy. So if you've got tips or tricks on how to blend it better or the proper way to apply it, leave them in the comments, because I'm listening. I want to get better at it, but like, makes me nervous. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go down there and hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so YouTube will let you know when I upload next. But until next time, bye everyone.